the destiny that I reach in him. I tell God thank you. In the name of Jesus. Only he knows all the things that he'll spare me from. All I can say is that he spared me from the things I could see. But what about the things that we can't see? In the name of Jesus. He's an awesome God. He's a keeper. He's a guardian. He's everything. And he really let us see all the things that he's kept us from. I do believe I'd be scared to come out of my house. But I tell God, thank you, excuse me, out of God's house. Thank you, God. Bless your holy name. In the name of Jesus. Glory, God.
In Jesus' name.
One life, one opportunity. I tell God, thank you. In the name of Jesus. My value can't be more important than God's value. In the name of Jesus. Oh, bless your holy name, Father. In the name of Jesus. Bless your holy name. In the name of Jesus, God. Come on, Apostle. In the name of Jesus. Oh, praise your holy name. Just take a second and really think on his greatness. And then ask yourself this question. Did I really show you, God, how much I appreciate you today? Because I had to ask myself the same thing. Did I really show you the appreciation that is deserved unto you, God? In the name of Jesus. Or did I move within myself, or did I think more of my own way than your way? Oh, yes, God, I tell you, thank you. Tell God, thank you. Thank you, Jesus.
Oh, we tell the Lord thank you. We just bless his holy name. We just give him praise for all things in the name of Jesus. Because there's nothing possible without God. And with that being said, in this season, I know we was in Matthew 6 and 7 last season. But God has shifted it. Because we need to know the importance of serving God. The importance of being obedient to God. So we're going to flip back into the Old Testament. You see, and what's happened, the Old Testament was the law is being forgotten because of the New Testament. And I'm just going to tell you the truth. Because of the New Testament, and we keep hollering forgiveness. No, there's no forgiveness for willful sin. The Bible says that. And I can back it up with the word. That's where we're at. Romans 6 chapter. And the first verse, it says, well then, should we keep on sinning so that God can show us more and more of his wonderful grace? Of course not. Since we have died to sin, how can we continue to live in it? And see, we holler at forgiveness because we know Christ came in forgiveness. But Christ is not the head honcho.
No, sir. Right.
It's God.
Amen.
And if you want to know the truth, Christ did what God told him to do.
Amen.
He did his work. He did his responsibility.
Amen.
And see, we got to know who God is. And that's why we have a problem with obedience. We're doing what God say do. There was a penalty to pay for not obeying God. And if we go and read in the Old Testament, the first 4 books were dealing with obedience. And if you turn with me to Leviticus 16th chapter. And it starts with the first verse. It said, the Lord spoke to Moses after the death of Aaron's 2 sons. Aaron was the priest who died after they entered the Lord's presence and burned the wrong kind of fire before him. See, there was a price to pay for not following the instructions of God. And this was the priest's sons.
Amen. Amen.
But God don't care.
Amen.
He don't care who you are.
Amen.
Pastor, senior choir executive, it doesn't matter.
All right.
If God gives you an instruction and you don't do it, that's disobedience. And there's a price to pay. And see, with God, it was the law or death. And see, that's why we don't want to get into the Old Testament anymore. And Christ said, and see, Christ said, I didn't come to do away with the law, but I come to fulfill it.
Amen.
So we'll jump over to the New Testament and forget about the law.
All right.
God said he's the same yesterday, today, and forevermore. He changes not. So the same laws they had, we have. And see, our law is nothing but to keep us obedient.
Amen.
Sister Janet.
Amen.
That's what all the laws were for the children of Israel. That they would be obedient. God will do things just for us to be obedient. But we don't know when we be obedient, there's benefit in being obedient to God. This benefit, first benefit, you ain't going to be cursed.
Amen.
Because you obey God. Second benefit, we don't know what window of heaven will open up and pour us out. But it ain't like he owe us nothing for our obedience. He don't owe us nothing. It's required. And until we get in this book and realize everything that God tells us to do is required.
Amen.
But we say we love God. And we won't even do the bare essential requirements it takes to serve. If we move on down in Leviticus 9th chapter, 22nd through the 25th verse. And it says, after that, Aaron raised his hand towards the people and blessed them. Then, after presenting the sin offering and the burnt offering and the peace offering, see, we're just paying tithes and offering.
Right.
Look at all they was doing.
Right.
There was a sin offering. Then the burnt offering, the peace offering. He stepped down from the altar. Then Moses and Aaron went into the tabernacle, and then they came back out. They blessed the people again, and the glory of the Lord appeared to the whole community. Fire blazed forth from the Lord's presence and consumed the burnt offering and the fat on the altar. Then the people saw this. They shouted with joy and fell on their face down on the ground, praising God. See, there's a requirement to bring down God's Spirit.
Amen.
A lot of these places that say it's the Spirit of God, it's not the Spirit of God. Because if you're not doing the requirements for God to come, he's not coming. There's a requirement. And see, they couldn't do it this Sunday or Saturday, whenever you have your services, and next Sunday do something different, Sister Janet. It had to be every time. Just like God said. And see, God is looking for some people that'll do it just like he said. Ain't no compromising. If God said go left, I need to be looking left till God says something different. If he don't never say stop going left, there's no need for me even to look right.
Amen.
See, our problem is our obedience has no stability. We can't sustain nothing over a length of time. We'll start out obeying, and then we'll start going in our own way. Well, God ain't saying nothing. Well, if he ain't saying nothing, keep doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Amen. Amen.
We don't tell God what to do. He's instructing us.
Yes, it is.
He knows how much I need to go left. Because I don't know what's danger over here to the right. Because God maybe told me to go left, because death could have been at the right. But here's my nosy self and disobedient, because God said trust God. He said he'd never leave me or forsake me. Well, he's telling you to go left. Why are we going right? So it's the importance to obey God. It's important when we come to the house of God to do exactly like God said to. The high priests, which are the apostles and the pastors, the people, the leaders that he has in charge. We better be doing it exactly like God said do, or there's a price for us to pay. And I'm including myself. I got to obey God. I can't be your friend to the congregation and not tell them what God said. Because my Bible says, what a friend we have in Jesus.
Amen.
There's a big responsibility. Not over God's people, but just telling them what he says. You have people's lives and souls at stake. As Moses led over 1 million people out of bondage. Over 400 years, they were in bondage. They didn't even believe, mother, that they could come out of bondage. It took a God and God itself to show them a miracle, sign, and wonder as they walked up out of Egypt. That was a sign. He said, oh, some need a sign that they can believe. So they needed to believe, they needed a sign. When they got to the Red Sea, they needed another sign. So God told Moses to reach out his staff. And when he began to speak, the water split. And see, I like to think about God with his wonderful self. They didn't just walk across the sea. The Bible said they walked across on dry land. Dry. Won't no mud puddles. How can you take something of that depth of a sea that's wet and blow your breath on it, Lord, and it becomes dry? But yet it's standing right beside it. See, we better know who we serving. Oh, we serving a mighty God.
Yes, sir.
And he's the same today, yesterday, and forevermore. He changes not. If he did it for them, he did it for me. And I found out the same promises for the children of Israel are the same promises for me. The same promises he gave Abraham are the same promises for me. If you are a child of God, you can collect those promises. But the key is obedience. And he said Christ was obedient to death. So if Christ had to be obedient to death, we got to be obedient to God come get us or send the death angel for us. Our lifestyle has to be that of just obeying God. If God say lay something down, I got to lay it down, mother. I can't keep picking it up. Because God knows why he's telling me to lay this thing down. And we actually got to be truthful. Most things that God tells us to lay down is something we don't want to lay down.
Amen.
It's a sacrifice. It's just like what they brought to the altar. It's a sacrifice. But God will tell you to lay down because you're putting it before him. So he said, lay it down. You have making an idol out of it. You have made it God.
You got that right, Apostle. That's it.
Let's go to Leviticus 10. And it's going to explain it even more. It said Aaron's son, Nadab and Abihu, put coals of fire in the incense burners and sprinkled incense over them. In this way, they disobeyed the Lord, not Moses, not the daddy Aaron, but God, the Lord, by burning. And see, they didn't just burn it; they burned it before Him, the wrong kind of fire. So fire blazed from the Lord's presence and burned them up, and they died there before the Lord. You don't want to mess with God doing the wrong thing. Look at us. He thought he was doing what was right.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
He was better off letting that ark of the covenant just hit the ground. And God would have dealt with the priest, because they was the only one that God ordained that can touch.
Amen. Amen.
But because of his disobedience, it cost him his life.
Yes, Lord.
And God is the same. Don't let it cost you your life. Disobeying God. Touching the things of God. Speaking against the things of God. Not doing what he said.
Amen.
Look at Jonah. See, the Bible's full of people.
Sure will.
God told him to go to Nineveh.
Sure did.
And he went to Nineveh. But look at all he had to go through because of his disobedience, not just doing what God said go. In the belly of a fish for 3 days. But I can tell you one thing. Something happened in the belly of that fish for 3 days. Because when that brother got out that fish, he went on to Nineveh. And see, he was looking in his own mind and he said, they were so wicked. They're going to kill me. Instead of just trusting in God and going forth. And when he went, the Bible says many got saved.
Amen.
See, God already knows what he's doing. He don't need our help.
No, he don't.
He just needs us as man and vessel just to obey. It's one thing about man. I can only see through the natural eye. But God, he knows everything. So if I just look through the eyes of God and continue to just be obedient and love, everything is going to work its way. It's going to work its way fine. And even as people of God, we can't fear the enemy. We got too much fear of the enemy. The devil, you giving him too much credit. When you say devil, you should put God there. But God, but God, but God, but God, but God. What did God say? But God.
Amen.
When I check my Bible, God cast Satan out. Satan can't cast out God. So that lets me know if God says something, surely he'll bring it to pass. The problem is our faith. We don't want to do our part, but we holding God to his part. We ain't got no longevity. We ain't got no stability. And without that, you won't have no obedience. We need to know the seriousness of obeying God. It's life and death. We need to know the seriousness. And that's where we'll be at until God moves us. Knowing the seriousness, mother. God is no one to play with. Oh, he's been played with and he's been mocked long enough. But I'm telling you, he's coming. He said, I'm a God that shall not be mocked. Oh, he's coming to judge all these mockers. Laughing. They was laughing in the day of Noah. But I tell you, when that rain begin to fall, there won't no laughing. You always gonna have somebody that ain't gonna believe. And see, if we obey the Bible, it said dust your feet off. See, that's the problem. We don't have no obedience. You don't want to receive what God said because it ain't me, it's God. See, we're taking it too personal. Instead of doing what God said, I need to dust my feet off and keep it moving. That's what I got to do with Deja. I'm not trying to see, and the problem is we're trying to get the people to receive us. And the Bible says that's the opposite. A prophet is not even received in their own hometown. So why we keep trying to have these friends and buddies? And disobeying God when he said, come out from among them and be ye separated. Oh, God said there's something greater I want to give you.
Yeah. Oh, yes, Lord.
I'm the greater.
Yes, sir.
It's a privilege to speak what God says speak. It's the privilege that his spirit dwells in me. On the outside of me, around me, goes before me. It's the privilege. Many are called, but few are chosen. If you're chosen, you better tell God thank you, because it says few are chosen.
Yes, Lord.
And let's break down this chosen. I'm not chosen by the neighborhood. I'm not chosen as a supervisor at the job. But to be chosen by the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. To be chosen out of billions of people by the Creator to do a task and a job. Come on. And a lot of us can't lay down these simple things to do the chosen work of the King. Christ was chosen. And he didn't let his mom, he didn't let his dad, he didn't let his brothers, sisters, cousins, he didn't even let John the Baptist get in the way of what he was chosen to do. It's a privilege, because guess what? God can put our little nasty tail back, and I'm speaking of me, and get somebody else.
Yes, he can. Yes, he can.
Put me right back in the world, in my mess, and get the person that was right beside me.
Yes, he can.
And guess what? When he put me back, that person right beside me gonna be grateful.
Yes, sir.
See, that's the problem. We've lost gratefulness. We think God owes us something. We're looking at these gifts and anointing. You better look at your lifestyle when you stand before Christ. That no gift or no anointing is not going to stand before Christ. It's going to be your lifestyle. See, Christ did what he is supposed to do. But we say we're children of God. So when you are the child or the parent, you take on the parent. You have some resemblance of that parent. So if we say we're the children of God, we should take on some characteristics of our Father.
Amen. Amen.
Backbiting is not a characteristic of God.
No, it's not.
Lying,
Nope.
deceiving,
Nope.
just want to keep mess started. Them are not characteristics of God.
No, they not. No, they not.
But in Galatians 5th chapter, it tells you the characteristics of God. The fruits of the Spirit. And the main characteristic of God, and you can see the Bible fulfilling itself every day. The main characteristic of God that you see right now, that you don't see, is love. Because if you ain't got love, you ain't got none of it. Because that's what he is. He is love. But he is also a God of wrath. And his wrath is coming. We better be obeying God when he comes. And I ain't talking about the end of time. I'm talking about right now. He's coming to judge. He's here. And we going on by our merry way like it's nothing. Treating God. And let me ask the question. A couple of months ago, everybody was in the street crying, praying. Oh God, deliver us. God, save us. God, help us. Last week, I saw looting. What happened to the prayers?
All right. All right.
What happened to we need to come together and pray? What happened to all the prophecy when the prophets were getting together? We need to come together and pray. The church need to come together. What happened?
Amen.
Christ ain't came back. No longevity. And that's what the Lord is talking about. No longevity. We'll do something for a little while and put it back down. No obedience. don't obey God. We're looking at other sins. He said if you break one law, you broke them all. To the point where we can start judging people. I don't do that, but you do this, it's the same thing.
All right.
No one sin is greater than the other. And as I begin, he forbids sin. There's no condoning of sin. We better be sinless when Christ comes back for us. When we stand before Christ, and the only way to get your name in the Lamb's book of life is to be without sin. And if somebody tell you this is all right, God is working on me, the devil is a liar. And I come to denounce the devil and his lies. He is deceiving you.
Yes, Lord.
He's deceiving you. No sin shall enter in. No sin. God is working on me. Christ said it was finished. So who am I going to believe? You or Christ? You better stop giving up these excuses, because these excuses are going to take us to hell. It's either holiness or hell. Pick your choice, one or two, left or right. There's nothing in between. There's no paradise, there's nothing. Holiness or hell. And the Bible says, without holiness, no man shall see God. We better take this word for what it says and eat the whole straw. God is serious. He's been serious since day one. And we sitting around joking and comedian and using God's name. Oh, we don't even know what we're doing. We're mocking God. God is serious. And it's a serious time out here in this world. There ain't nothing funny. And if you ever going to serve God with your whole heart, the time better be now. Because that's the only way you're going to be spared. And it seems like the ones that want to serve him with their whole heart, that's the one they got something to say about. Well, keep on talking because you ain't my God. Keep on talking. They talk about Christ. See, and instead of running, they saying this, we should be rejoicing. Because the Bible says rejoice when they say all these things about you. That lets you know you're on the right trail. If they are accepting you and y'all hanging out and doing stuff, oh, there's something in you that's in them. And we ain't talking about the Spirit of God. You're compromised and y'all in agreement. The world and the church has nothing to agree about. And it needs to be exposed. People won't come into the church because the church keeps compromising. But here, there won't be no compromise. It's either holiness or hell. And I'm ready to tell you the truth on this side, because when you get before Christ, the truth is going to hit you in your face. Amen. And God is holding us as ministers accountable. We've been held accountable. As Jesus told Peter, he said, do you love me? Peter said, yes, Lord. He said, Peter, do you love me? He said, Lord, you know all things. He said, then feed my sheep. He didn't say Peter's sheep. Feed his sheep. So what are you feeding his sheep? feeding the same thing that Jesus fed them? Or you feeding them a piece of you? But that was definitely lead them to destruction. Because no man can save himself. We better get ourselves together. And I can talk about me. We better get ourselves together. God is not playing. And he even said, if you take the things in this book, disobedience, the same plagues that's in the book, the same plagues that was in Egypt, you're about to see them because of disobedience. But there was a people in that same land that obeyed God. See, we want to talk about the blood of the Lamb. The blood of the Lamb came with instructions. Oh, I'm saved by the blood of the Lamb, and you drinking, smoking, and doing whatever, not even thinking about God. Living a riotous life. No, the blood of the Lamb, them people who applied that blood, they were serious, because there were some instructions that went along. They didn't just apply the blood, there was some more instruction that came along with applying that blood. And then guess what else they did? They went and sat their tail down somewhere and let God be God. They didn't apply the blood over the doorpost and was at their neighbor's house. They took the forewarnings of God seriously. And yes, there were some who did. And for their disobedience, they paid the penalty. Because death came right in like it did the Egyptian and raptured up their firstborn. And see, they was even worse because they was warned. They knew to apply the blood and do the instructions of God. And I'm just here today to tell you, we better do what God has told us to do. We better take him serious. Because if you look out your door, there's a serious time. You don't know what's going to happen from one day to another. And he said, some trust in chariots. You better quit trusting in this government and man. They don't even know what they're doing. Or they hiding stuff from you. By the time you find out, it's too late. Then you're looking foolish. Saying they lied, but you perish. There's only one person you can depend on. And that's God and God alone. But it's a funny thing. If the government tells us to do something, to get a check or something like that, we obey it to the T. When they told people, you need to do this to get the stimulus check, people did extra. They followed every instruction that they took to get that check. Because it's something that they wanted in their heart. And you got to want God in your heart. You got to want to serve him with your whole heart. Because when it's like that, obedience won't be a problem. Because you don't want to disappoint God. You want to make God so happy and proud of you. So everything, even the little thing, you begin to do. And as you do it, you start to see flourishment in your life. So, with that being said, that's all the Spirit of the Lord had for me to say tonight. We better take him seriously. And so, we'll be in the Old Testament, wherever the Lord leads you. But the seriousness of God. In the name of Jesus. All right.
He doesn't. He is who he is. And he really shouldn't have to ask us for his respect. That's how I know he's a gracious God, because the only thing he got to do is speak and swipe us all out. So, what he gave me is the fear, how we have really lost our fear of God. Because it all really ties in together. So if we go right now to Exodus 20 and 7, it's going to take us to different areas where the respect of God has been lost. If we look at it in the Old Testament and look at us now.
Yes.
And I'm just going to be real about saying me. Look at me now. Look at all of us now. So I tell God, thank you. And it says, thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain, for the Lord will not hold him guiltless that taketh his name in vain. And see, with that, even in the Old Testament, they didn't just call God any kind of way. They were scared to even speak his name. They had just that much fear and reverence for God. But look how it's used now.
Yes.
Now, back in the day, the Jews, they called on his name respectfully, with respect, with the fear of knowing who he is. In their relationship with him, they didn't look at it as trivial, and they didn't look at it as a joke. And if you really look at the Holy Land, and then look at Sodom and Gomorrah, can we really look some type of way at Sodom and Gomorrah?
Nope.
They had no fear of God. But I can't look at them any kind of way, because if my fear was like the fear in the Old Testament, whew. But instead, if we really tell the truth and look at this thing, it's looking like a Sodom and Gomorrah situation to me. But I tell God, thank you. I mean, to each his own, examine himself, but I'm just going to tell the truth what's in my spirit. So, they were careful to keep all the commandments. They even went the extra mile to make sure that they didn't accidentally disobey any commandments. Look at all the sacrifices that were made. Look at all the different levels of the sacrifices for the different sins and stuff. But see, where I'm going with this is, they did their atonement once a year. How many times are we doing it?
Amen.
Frequently. Not pointing a finger at nobody, I'm just saying the word. It's in the word. And we really got to look at this thing. If we really have a fear of God, and see, it's just time to just tell the truth. We take forgiveness for granted.
Yes, we do.
He's going to forgive me. Because the word said God is love.
Yes.
Don't take it out of context.
Amen.
Because I know he'll forgive me, I'm intentionally sinning. But what does the word say? Must we go on sin? God forbid. Okay? So we really got to look at that. And some of the things and some of the ways that I carry myself, I have to look at it. Is my real fear, do I really have a fear of God? Or do I have a fear of what people are going to say and think? Do I have a fear of not being seen for who I am? And you just got to keep it real. The people have respect for God. How do you think God saw that? The people truly had respect for God. But if we really look at how we're living now, it's loose. It's loose.
Amen. Go ahead and say it, woman God.
I'm after God's love. That's all that matters. It's loose. Look at the fear then, and look at our fear now. And include myself. But look at our fear. Really look at it. How do we really respect God? in our daily walk, in our daily talk? How do we really respect God? Are we worried about who's respecting us? We're more worried about getting our respect than God getting his. Might as well just tell the truth. I don't need an amen. I just know it's a confirmation in this word on how to treat my Father. And it is what it is. But really, just look at it. Really, just take a minute. Because I had to take a minute to examine myself. Do I really fear him to the extent? Do we really respect God the way that he's supposed to be respected? And really, it shouldn't take the Old Testament. It should just take us knowing who he is.
That's right.
To have that fear of him. Not of man, but of him. Look at the children of Israel. They were scared to go up that mountain. But they looked at Moses for Moses to go. They told him, Moses, you go.
Yes, at least
how many of us have found the Moses that we want to tell to go? We should be able to go on that mountain just as quick as Moses.
At least we died.
Even Moses had a fear and respect. Look at him when God first started approaching him, that burning bush stuff. He was scared. He didn't even want to hold his head up. He didn't even want to be in the presence because he felt unworthy. Look at this thing. He had a fear. We don't have a fear. We're too busy trying to figure God out and think we know him. We don't know anything. We're not even scratching the surface. Because if we did, we'd have more of a fear in our actions. And it's like the man of God was saying, even when they sent the priest to the temple, everybody go trotting up in there.
No, ma'am.
But look at this thing. If there was a flaw, anything found wrong, what happened? The bell stopped ringing. Did they go in there and get him? No. They pulled him out. But the question is, do we have enough fear of him when we're walking in these doors? Or are we walking in here any kind of way? We don't have that fear of dropping dead. Let's just be real, because there's too much going on in God's house.
But it's coming back.
But I can't judge other people. I got to judge myself.
It's coming back.
And I'm telling God, thank you. I got some notes, but he's just taking me a little bit. He's taking me past for a minute. Even when we want to stand up and say, well, God said, or God told me. You're saying this is what's coming from God's mouth? First of all, we got to go back to that priest. How did he go into the presence? He had to go flawless, blameless. See, we don't even have a fear with the gifts that he tried to give us. Oh, he's been dealing with me about that. You want the gift, but we got to respect him. We got to be holy and righteous. We got to be clean. When we become fearless enough that we can walk up in here and stand up here and know we're dirty, I'm going to tell God the truth. If I know there's something in my heart and I want to stand up here and I want to give God's word, I don't have a fear of God. Really, truth be told, if we had a fear of God, we would never enter in here with nothing on our hearts. If we had a fear of God, it shouldn't matter, because business folks are in there. It shouldn't matter what nobody do to you. You wouldn't cross that threshold any kind of way.
Amen. Lord knows.
Even when I want to lay on my face before God. If I know I ain't right, I need not think I'm going to be in his presence, but I better fear that I get down there and can't get up. That's the real fear of God. That's a real fear of God. If I have a real fear of God, my repentance will be real. Which means what? When I repent, I should be free. Because when God really do something, it's in completion.
Yes,
and then that's not of God. See, it's really time to take the word seriously when it said, let every man examine his own self. Go to your own core.
Amen. Amen.
Have a real fear of God.
Yes.
No, a real fear of God.
Amen. Amen.
It's too loose. It's too loose. But you see back in this Old Testament, they weren't loose.
It was not good. It was not.
It was nothing for you and your whole family to be stoned for disobedience.
Amen.
But because they're not stoning anymore, we're too loose. We're too loose. We'll be disobedient, shrug it off. Whew, Lord, I thank you. Where is the fear? Because you see it in the word. They were scared to even just call him his name.
I am.
They called him everything but God.
Amen.
Because they were scared.
Yes.
Yes.
Exodus 15, 20. Wait a minute, I get ahead of myself and make sure y'all. Okay. Exodus 15, 20 and 21. So, Lord, but I tell you, I thank you. Could be in harder situations. All right. It says, there's a reason for this. And Miriam the prophetess, the sister of Aaron, took a timbrel in her hand, and all the women went out after her with timbrels and with dance. And Miriam answered them, sing ye to the Lord, for he hath triumphed gloriously. The horse and his rider hath he thrown into the sea. Okay. So, when we come in here, okay, you see what she said. She was, what? Took her timbrel, and all the women out after her with timbrels and with dances. Right? So, where that took me to was Miriam. Okay, it says here that she was a prophetess, right? Right? Which means what? That she heard from God, right? But, let me show you where he took me with that. And I tell God, thank you. All right. So she heard from God. But when she decided that she was going to come against the relationship that God and Moses had, and she brought it out of her mouth, I hear God speaks to me too. Where was the fear? There was no fear. Then it was rebellious. It was jealousy. It was, what's that word? Jealousy, envy. Okay? So she's like, what? So he talked to me too. But was he at that time? But you didn't have no fear of that when you brought it out your mouth. But it was, you didn't even have a fear in your heart. But you spoke what was really in your heart, which goes back to the fear of God. If we have a fear of God, we'll be careful, very careful what we bring out of our mouth. That's why sometimes I don't mind telling myself, I'm going to be quiet. Because I have to search my heart. Because if it's in my heart, it's liable to come out of my mouth. But because of a fear of God, I know better. And I need to go and sit down. But what happened with Miriam? When she lost her fear and brought that out of her mouth, she was struck with what? Leprosy. And was sent outside the camp. We are so comfortable in our fear, even when we're sent outside the camp. What did Miriam have to do? Before she could come back, she had to go before the priest. But in our case, before God. But she had to be what? Clean. How much did you see in the word of her saying anything else while she was out there? But where is our fear? Because we'll be out there and we're still running our mouth.
All right. All right.
mad at the people, but not fearing the God that's within. Where's your fear of God? It all starts with your fear of God. See, we look in the Word, but you better look at that thing for real. Oh, back in those days, they did this, they did that. They doing some of the stuff that a lot of people don't want to see us now in the Word. You keep wanting to look at the Word as the past. Nothing is new under the sun. Better look at it. Ooh, I tell God, thank you. Ooh, Exodus 20 and 21. And that's when we were talking about how the people had a fear of God. And the people stood afar off as Moses, and Moses drew near unto the thick darkness where God was. They had a fear, but was it the right fear? Kicker. Was the fear right? It said, and the Lord said unto Moses, thus thou shalt say unto the children of Israel, ye seen that I have taught with you from heaven. But is it the right fear? Are we fearing him because he's mighty? Are we fearing him because he's Alpha and Omega? Or are we fearing him because we're scared of what he'll see in us? Come on. Am I scared of him because I know what he'll see in me? But my fear shouldn't be of what he sees in me. My fear should be of what I can do to offend him. It's serious, y'all.
Yes, it is.
See, because a person that, the fear of God and afraid of God, they're not the same. The God-fearer will want to be where God is. They're attracted to God. But the ones that are afraid of God, they want to keep their distance. Just like with the children of Israel. Those who were afraid of God, a few days later, they sinned. What did they do? They built a golden calf. But the ones that feared him was drawn to him. Which means what? It's not what I've done, God, but it's what I can do for you because you're so mighty. You're so great. I want to be of you. I want to be your child. There's a difference in the fear of God and afraid of God. When you're afraid of something, you'll get away from it. But that don't mean you'll stop doing stuff. But when you fear it, you don't mess with that thing. Period. Use it in the natural form for me. Just chew on that for a minute. Well, I got to be honest with myself. So, I mean, we better look at really how the fear of God is and how we're really living. Because, see, every one of us, like he was saying, we're going to give an account.
Yes, we are.
But it says in Proverbs 16 and 6, it says, by mercy and truth iniquity is purged, and by the fear of the Lord men depart from evil. Because I know it's not of his way. Because I know it can anger God. I should have a fear to do it. I shouldn't want anything to sever my relationship with God. My fear should be displeasing God or losing my relationship with him. Because he is powerful. Okay? Thank you, God. Y'all give me just a second. But if you really have a fear of God, that means that you would avoid hurting God. We will be more aware of our consequences for our actions. We'll avoid things that's not according to God's will. Pure love involves fear. If you have a pure love for God, it should involve the fear of God. Because really look at it. Really look at it. God has been telling us what? We're going to see when people come in. that what? They're going to start, you know, like when people now, God's saying he's not allowing certain things to go on in his house no more. And it was prophesied, you're going to start seeing the people drop dead. So where is their fear? Not afraid, because see, that means you just won't come. But see, if you can come in here and you know that, and God tell you if you're not right, it's better for you to sit down because you come up here, you can take the chance of dropping dead. Where's that fear? Only thing I'm saying, y'all, is that in order for us to really reverence and take God serious, we better have the fear of God. We got the only way we can take God serious is see the seriousness of God. Really look at it. Look at the ones that was wanting to serve God and the ones that didn't. What did the ground do? It opened up and swallowed them. Who wants to take that chance? The things we see in this Bible, just because we don't see it, don't mean it can't happen, because it can. It's just as serious. When you get up in the day, you know already that God is real. That's why we got to be careful how we handle God. It's very serious. It's very serious. If I know I'm really not living for him, I don't have no business up here playing with him. I really don't. But because I don't have a fear in him, I'll stand up here. And I do it. When God's word said clean hands and a pure heart, you look back here in this Old Testament, these people were serious. They were serious. Look at the priest. He had to be flawless. He couldn't even have a blemish. That should be our same desire. To want to be blameless, faultless, but just all for God. Total obedience. He said, if you love me, obey my commandments. They went extra mile to obey his commandments. And yes, there were some that didn't. But we're not taking our consequences serious. So it's just like just everybody examine their own self. Because really, we shouldn't be to the point that the only way we stop it is if God sent a prophet to call us out. We should know ourselves if we're 100 for God or if we're not. If we want to really see the seriousness of God. And as soon as God starts judging us, then we want to cry, then we want to go to him. No, because we know our consequences. We know. We know. Because we can't even use that as an excuse that, his people suffer from the lack of knowledge. But we know. We're in this word, we know. But how serious are we taking our levels in him? How serious are we really taking God? You don't see much playing around in the Old Testament. You really don't. So we need to start focusing on so much forgiveness and get our focus back on righteousness, holiness, reverence, holiness. And I just tell God, thank you. Because his word is the truth. And we can put flesh into it all we want to, but at the end of the day, his word is still the truth. So that's where I'm at now. How serious do I take God? It's better for me to sit down, shut my mouth, and examine myself fully, not examine me and try to give somebody else the purpose of the cause for it, but just examine me. We got to stop handing God anything and think he's supposed to keep accepting it. He's supposed to keep receiving it. We have lost our fear and our respect for God. And it's just time to tell the truth. It's like man, God was saying backbiting and all this stuff. That's not the God. But here we come trampling in his house. Trampling. Trampling. and just like we don't care the teachers, but every one of us, including myself, we're going to give an account. We're going to give an account. So with that, I bless his holy name. And I tell God, thank you. There was another one. There was one verse I just wanted to end that with. But if he don't bring it back to my remembrance, then that's what it is. Tell God, thank you. Bless his holy name. Lord, please, I want it. But it's by his will. It's not by what I want. It's by what he wants. So with that, we're just going to tell God thank you. And we're going to get ready to go. Unless the man of God has something else. Apostle? Okay, well with that being said, we're just going to tell God thank you. And at this time, we're going to dismiss. Amen.